Hey guys, PAYNE Snake back here again, and this is my January 7th DVD and Blu-ray update. Sorry, it's been about a month and a half since I did one. Been very busy lately. No worries. Obviously, I'm still collecting. Probably never going to stop collecting, but I'm still collecting. But what I have here is I got 3 DVDs and 3 Blu-rays, so started. So the first one I got was Major Pain on DVD. Got this at Walmart out of the $5 bin, and I want to say this is a very good comedy, very good film, and it is a very good classic. And it is very popular in my opinion. And of course everyone knows this movie, everyone's seen it, everyone likes it. And if you hadn't seen it, it's basically about, well, one of the Wayne brothers is in this, Damon Wayne. It's basically about him. He's in the army, and he basically, has to go to the school, just like boarding school, and he's being like a substitute for I don't know, I think it was some teacher that was in the hospital or something, and he was supposed to be being this military man for these little kids, and he ends up being very strict on the kids, like talking to them in like military style and making them be like military people, probably like, you know, shaving their heads bald and stuff. The kids don't like them, and they're trying to do everything they can to get him fired, and because they don't really like him basically. And I don't want to really spoil this, but this is a very good film, very funny. Alright, the next one I got was Ted on Blu-ray. Got this at Walmart for $12.96. And you get an unrated version of the film. It also includes the theatrical, which this movie is also very funny. Really love this one as well. They are making a second one, so I can't wait till the second one comes out. I would want to see what they do with the second one. But this one, I think it's from the producers of Family Guy. Oh, from the creators of Family Guy. Because, you know, the Ted Bear, he has the voice of Peter Griffin in Family Guy. So what this is basically about is, it's about this guy right here. It shows him in the movie, like him as a little kid, and because he has no friends and he's always bored. And for Christmas, he ends up getting this bear, that teddy bear, and he ends up playing with it, and he wishes for it to be like he wished for it to come to life. And the next morning, his wish came true. The bear actually is starting to talk by itself and moving by itself, and years later, this bear is still with him to this day, and you know, the guy's got a girlfriend, and his girlfriend has a problem with him hanging out with his bear, because that's all he does is drink and smoke crack with his bear, and she's just getting very tired of it basically. And another one of my favorite comedies, like I said, and if you haven't seen it, I prefer you guys to get this one as well. I'm pretty sure everyone's seen it. Alright, the next one I got was a 4 Film Favorites Twisted Tear Collection on DVD. I got this at Food Line for $8.96. It includes Deadly Friend, Eyes of a Stranger, The Hand, and Someone's Watching Me. What this is based, well, it's a 4-pack actually. Deadly Friend. I always talk about that movie a lot. Now, Deadly Friend is a very good one. they are remaking it. I heard. I don't know what the remake of it would look like, but sorry, it's loud, but I don't know what the remake would be like. So I don't know if I want to see the remake. I'll probably see. I'll probably try. But Deadly Friend is it's basically about this boy and his mother are moved to this house, and this boy has a robot. He actually made this yellow robot named BB, and one night the robot gets shot by this crazy neighbor because Billy and his friends on Halloween night they were going to do a prank on this crazy lady's yard, and she ends up shooting him, and this girl who's played by what's her name? Christy Swanson. She has this abusive father, and one night he punches her, and she falls down the stairs, and she ends up dying in the hospital. They end up pulling the plug on her, and Billy wants to save her life. And well, he basically wanted to get to her before they pulled the plug, but he was too late, and he thinks that there could be a chance, and he ends up putting like a robot sort of brain, like the one that the robot had, puts it inside her, and she starts coming to life like the robot. But things are going very wrong ever since he done it, because like, well he always uses this like when the robot was alive, he had this like remote control thing, like when he pressed it, it's like the robot would like respond and like go to sleep or something. But the girl went into it, and she's out killing people, and I really don't want to spoil it. It's a very good movie. It's a movie that I recommend people see or check out. Eyes of a Stranger was a very good one as well. That one was about a crazy serial killer who's calling people and is out killing people. Like making prank phone calls to them and basically killing people. And there's a woman who lives in this like hotel, and she's got a daughter who's who I think she's half blind, and I know she's deaf. She can do, all she has to do is sign language and all, and she thinks that there's this guy who lives at this other hotel is the killer, is responsible for the murders. The Hand was not all that good, but that was basically about a guy who gets in this horrible car accident and he loses his hand, or he gets his hand cut off, and he has to go uses like this kind of mechanical arm, and the police could not find a severed arm in the field, but it was in the field, and somehow the hand comes to life, and it's basically killing random people. I didn't really like that one. The last one, Someone's Watching Me. Now that one was about a woman who and when I was watching this, I felt it was more like what was that movie called? When a Stranger Calls, because you know about the girl who's babysitting, and she's getting these prank calls from the stranger, and I ain't gonna spoil it, but it's basically about this guy who keeps calling this girl, and he's bugged her house, and he's basically I guess obsessed with her, you could say, like just making all these prank calls, and she's trying to find out who it is, but because it's getting on her nerves and stuff. And I'm thinking it was a TV movie or something. I don't know. It was just the way it was acting is what I think, why I think it was a TV movie. But this set is what I really like this set. I'm just glad I got it. The next one I got is the 4 film favorites Critters collection. Also got the set food line for $8.96 or $8.99. It's supposed to be the Critters collection. You get Critters, Critters 2, Critters 3, and Critters 4, which is basically like the Gremlin series, or movies, you could say, because they only made 2 Gremlin movies. Now, I've seen every one except for part 4. I haven't seen the 4th one yet, so I really don't know if that's any good. But the first one was very good. I thought it was going to be like very, very, very comedic, like Gremlins, because this is the only reason why I got it, because I heard it was like Gremlins, and Gremlins is a good movie. The second one I thought was better, but the first Critters was good. I mean, it wasn't all that comedic though. It was basically about there's this family who gets like all these critters in their house, and they're trying to do everything they can to get them out and stuff, basically. And the second one kind of took place. Well, the second one was basically, that's when it started to get more comedic, because now the critters are doing funny things now. But the critters in the first one, they weren't doing all that funny things in there. I mean, it was a very serious film, the first one was, but now the second and the third one, they were like getting comedic. But the second one took place in this town, is where they were attacking it in, and I kind of like that one. The third one was basically about this father, this teenage girl, and it's like 6 or 7-year-old. They had their mother died recently, and they're at this hotel sort of place, and the critters are back there, and they end up getting stuck on top of the elevator sort of thing. I don't know, but the first 3 are good so far. I really loved them. I hadn't seen the first, or the third, the 4th one, so I really don't know if that's any good. The next one I got was the Twilight Saga New Moon on Blu-ray. Got the set Goodwill for $3. I remember seeing this in theaters when it was in theaters, it was in theaters in 2009. I can't remember exactly. Hold on a sec. But I mean, I can only remember a little bit of what happened in this, but not much. But because I hadn't seen the Twilight series in a long time, so. But I do remember really kind of liking this. It was basically about, I don't know, it was like, remember Edward sort of wasn't, I think, Edward's the vampire, I believe. Yeah, Edward's the vampire, Jacob's the werewolf. This is the one when Jacob gets his hair cut off, because he had long hair in the first one, and he had long hair in half of this, and he turns into that werewolf. And something about it was like, something about Edward, I don't know if he moved away or don't. I really can't. It's been a long time since I've seen them, so I have to rewatch them. But I remember kind of liking that one. And the last one I got was Twilight Saga Eclipse. Also got set on Goodwill for $3. I cannot even. I remember. I guess I kind of liked it. I think this one. I can't exactly remember what happened in this. I really can't. I don't know. I do remember the first one. I do remember, Bella is like, I don't even think it showed her mother that much. It just basically showed her father. And she ends up, I remember she ends up going to that school for the first time. She gets orange truck for the first time. She's meeting like the vampire and stuff. I remember all that. I hadn't, the only one I hadn't seen was Breaking Dawn Part 2. I know Breaking Dawn Part 1, I know that was the one about Edward and Bella getting married. I know that. And Bella gets pregnant, and I think she ends up dying, and Edward bites her, and she turns into a werewolf, but it didn't show her baby that much, probably only like, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, and remember, it showed her turn into a vampire, because right in the ending of the movie, her eyes, like, open, because they were, like, I think their eyes are red, when, let's see, yeah, I guess they're, like, reddish. If you're a vampire, they're red. And, because I remember it went like this when the movie was over, it was like, and then that was it. But I think it kind of did show her baby, but probably a couple of seconds, because I know it showed her baby a lot in the second one. I heard the Part 2 of Breaking Dawn, but I haven't seen Part 2 of Breaking Dawn. I don't know, it's been a long time, so I gotta rewatch them again, like I said. But anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. See you.